Hi, my name is Nate, I'm from EPT. Today we're going to be doing a stretch session, and I'm really excited about doing this because what it's going to be able to create for you is lengthening through your muscles, decreasing pain, and also energizing your body. So are you ready to start? Okay, so let's get going. So the first stretch we're going to do is we're going to stretch from your neck. You're going to grab hold of your head with one finger and grab hold of your shorts. You're more than welcome to sit down as well and grab hold of the chair. And then you just gently pull the head down towards your shoulder there. Meanwhile, pulling the opposite shoulder down towards the floor. You're going to hold that for 10. Great, now change the other side. Grab hold of your shorts, or you can grab the chair. Gently tilt the head over to the side. You want to keep looking straight ahead and practice good posture as well. Great, change. Now we're going to go the other side again. We're going to do 2 times either side, holding that, good posture, and breathe out. All right, change. Other side. Now remember, you're only using the strength of one hand. You're gently pulling the head over to the side. You're pulling the opposite shoulder down towards the floor. And relax. Now the next one you're going to do is you're going to just gently push your face around to the side. You're looking over your shoulder. Now be aware that you don't want to just drop the shoulder back, you want to keep the shoulders level. Alright, change the other side. Now you'll notice one side might be tighter than the other. So if you do find that, you can spend twice as much on the side that feels tight. Alright, change the other side. Lengthen through your spine, up nice and tall. You're looking over the shoulder and only push to where you feel strong. And change. Other side, this is your last one. Just relax into it. And every time you breathe out, you relax a little bit more. And relax. The next one, you're going to grab the front of your chin, the back of your head. You're going to pull your chin in towards your neck. And then you pull your head forward as if you're pulling it off the top of your neck there. And you're going to hold that. Same deal, 5 to 10 seconds. And swap hands. Now you're going to do the other side. Pull your chin in towards your neck, grab the back of the head, and breathe as you go forward. Great. Now the next one you're going to do is a chest stretch. So you'll find a wall, and you're going to place one hand against the wall, where you're just going to be turning your body sideways, so that way you can feel the stretch through your arm and through your shoulder. And same deal again, you're going to breathe through this. Now this time, we're going to take a little bit longer to hold that stretch. You're going to hold the stretch for around 20 to 30 seconds. And I'll tell you when to change. Now while you've got this position here, breathe out as you stretch the arm further away from your body. Okay, you breathe in, and breathe out, and relax. Now you're going to go to the other side. Put your hand up against the wall. Turn your body around, and then you hold that stretch. Gently pulling your hand away from your shoulder. And if you do feel a little bit of cramp in your arm, you can come out of it, and then you can go back into it again. And relax. Now we're going to have a back stretch. So you come down to your mat. You're going to have one hand up the front, palm facing up, the other hand up the front, palm facing up. You roll your back over, and then you sink your head between your arms like this. And you're going to hold this. Breathe in and breathe out. And every time you breathe out, try to go a little deeper into the stretch. Whoa. You might even feel a little crack. That's okay, as long as there's no sharp pain. Great, now you can come out of that one. Alright, the next one we're going to do, we're going to do a side stretch. So cross your legs over. If you struggle doing this, you can sit on a chair and do it, that's no problem. And what you're going to do is you're going to raise one hand up towards the sky, and then you're going to tilt over to one side, place that hand on the ground and reach over as far as you can, trying to keep up that your back is against the wall. You might even find it well easier if you do put it against the wall so you can guide yourself. And then all you do is you just reach over with that arm as far as you can, drop the head down, and really feel that opening up all through your rib cage and through your side. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let's go the other side. Reach up, take it over, very good, and you'll breathe into it. Meanwhile, supporting yourself with a hand on the floor, make sure you keep pushing your hip into the ground, and you're just tilting over as far as you can. You might find one side tighter than the other, so you can do the other side again if that feels tighter for you, or you can hold this side for a little bit longer. Breathe in and breathe out and relax. All right, now we're going to go and have a stretch through your upper abs and through your lumbar spine, your lower back. Okay, now only do this if you don't feel any pain, right? So what you're going to do is you're just going to come up to this position here. You're going to relax your glutes as much as you can, and if you feel you can go higher, you can go up all the way up to the top, pulling your shoulder blades away from your ears. You're relaxing your bum as much as you can, and you breathe. Like I said, if you feel any pain in your lower back, you can lower yourself a little lower, or you can lower yourself all the way down to the floor. It's up to you. Otherwise, just hold it up here for another 3-4 seconds and relax. Great. Okay, the next one we're going to do, folks, we're going to lie onto your back. You're going to grab hold of one knee and you'll take the opposite hand out to the side and you'll just gently pull that down. Now this may be an amazing stretch for some of you. Some of you may go all the way over, and it's okay either way. All you need to do is just hold that. We're going to spend a little bit more time just holding these stretches now. And every time you go over, every time you breathe out, I want you to just gently pull that knee down towards the ground. Same deal with the shoulder. The opposite shoulder is also secured on the floor. And breathe into it. Just keep holding that. Good. One big breath in. And breathe out. A little further. Okay, breathe in again. And then relax. Let's swap to the other leg. Bend the other knee now. Put it behind that foot, behind the knee. And then you just gently drop it over to the side. Now same deal again, you might find one side tighter than the other, and you might like to spend just a little bit more time stretching the side that's tighter than the other. Otherwise, you're just going to do one each side. Same deal, pushing that shoulder blade onto the floor so that way you can just keep that nice and tight. And then feel that stretch to your lower back. You might even feel it through your hip as well. And you just hold that. If at any stage you feel a little bit of cramp, you can come out of it and then you can go back into it again. Otherwise, you can just hold it there. And like I said, if you feel a little bit tighter on one side than the other, then you can spend more time on the side that feels tighter. And relax. Good. One more breath in. And then bring it back up. Very good. All right, now we're going to have a stretch to your hips. So how it looks is you're going to get a 90-degree angle in the knee, 90-degree angle in the leg, and you're going to imagine yourself just tilting your pelvis forward. You imagine your pelvis is full of water and you're tipping the water over your belt buckle and you're keeping your back nice and straight. And you should start to feel that through the hip that's forward. Now if you don't, that's okay. We'll be doing some other stretches shortly that may be able to give you a bit more deeper stretch. And like I said, we're going to hold this for a while and breathe into it as you bend forward. Good. All right, now imagine you're drawing another line straight over your shin. Chest is up nice and proud. You're going forward into that stretch there. And you won't go as deep. Okay, this usually is the one where it gets a little tighter, okay? So you're gonna hold that stretch, same deal, back is nice and straight, and breathe into it. Really beneficial to breathe into the stretches. When you breathe out, you'll find that you'll be able to relax a little bit more. Okay, and then come out. And now your final stretch, same leg forward, you're gonna go over your toe. Now, like I said, you're not gonna be able to go so far. Just hold that stretch. You might even feel the stretch through here. You may even feel it through your glute. Yeah, you might even feel it through your hip. If you do have early lower back pain, this is a great stretch to do to be able to alleviate some of that pain. Because there's a small muscle in your butt called your piriformis, and when that gets really tight, then it causes like a dull ache across your back. All right, breathe in, breathe out. Got a little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out, come out of it. Okay, let's swap to the other one. Now remember the setup, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. All right, putting your hand on your ankle here, the other hand up to the side. You just tilt forward, feel the stretch through your left butt cheek. It's my left butt cheek, you might have your other one leg forward. And you want to just hold that stretch as you lengthen through your spine. And breathe out. Remember, the breathing will help you relax. Now, like the same as your side bend, you might find one tighter than the other. Note which one that is and spend more time on that one. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, come up. All right, now draw the line over the shin, just like the other leg, and then you hold that. And like I said, every time you breathe out, relax that little bit more. Ooh. This is one of my favorite ones. I find this one really, really effective. And like I said, you know, if you do have lower back pain, it's an amazing stretch to do. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, draw a line over the toe. Okay, same deal. Nice straight back, pushing over towards. You won't go so far. No need to buckle over like that. Keep up the chest nice and proud, and then you push forward. And feel that stretch into the hip. And every time you exhale, just see if you go a little bit more. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, beautiful. All right, so the next one we're gonna do, it's a glute stretch. Right, you're gonna cross your leg over. Okay, you're gonna grab hold of your leg. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to try and grab hold of it totally, right? So if you have trouble getting that, that's okay. You can keep it like this, all right? Otherwise, try and grab it as tight as you can. Now, you may not feel much of a stretch, but now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lift your chest up nice and proud, and then you're just gonna lean back into it, and you'll lift the foot up off the floor a wee bit until you start to feel that stretch to that glute. And then just breathe. Remember to breathe. If you're holding your breath, you can't relax, so make sure you keep breathing throughout. I always remember the best way to know when to breathe is just breathe out, and you'll automatically breathe back in. One more breath in. Good. All right, let's swap to the other leg. Okay, shake the leg across your other leg. Grab hold of it as much as you can. Chest up nice and proud. Okay, feel that stretch. And now lean back into it, taking the foot up off the floor a wee bit. And then feel that stretch. Feeling that stretch all through that glute there. Chest up nice and proud. Every time you breathe out, relax that a little bit more. Every time you breathe out, you might like to lean back a little bit further. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Nice one. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a hamstring stretch. Now, what I'd like you guys to do is just pause the video for a sec, go grab yourself either a belt or some sort of rope or even a rubber band that you can use for a hamstring stretch, okay? Okay, so now you've got your belt. What I'd like you to do is just put it into a loop, so that way we've got your belt into a full circle, okay? And now we're going to have a stretch to your hamstrings. Lying down on your back, bringing one foot up, put that behind your foot. Now making sure that the belt is around the middle of the foot. And you're going to keep the knee bent for now, okay? Now what I like to do with this is I like to just gently pull that down towards me, and then I'll hold that stretch. Now notice the knee is bent there, and you notice my foot here is straight. It's not out to the side, it's nice and straight, okay? Now if you're struggling to be able to hold that because your leg is too heavy or your arms are not very strong, what I like to do is I just reach up a little higher, keep my elbows straight, and then I place my head back down on the floor, and you'll feel an automatic stretch. Now the other thing I want you to do is see if you can get a little curve in your lower back, so that way you increase that stretch through that hamstring there. And you're going to hold that. Now if your leg starts to shake, you can take the weight off a little bit, and so that way it doesn't stop shaking. But it's okay if it shakes a little bit, it's no problem. It's just telling you that your hamstring is at the length that it can't go much further. And now you're going to hold that for a little bit longer. You're going to breathe. Great, one more. And release. Good, all right, now swap your other leg in. Very easy just to swap over in the belt there. Now same deal again, you're going to just gently pull that down towards you. Look to keep the arms straight, the knee is slightly bent. Okay, if you want to add a little bit more to the stretch, you can grip a little higher by taking your head off the floor and then placing your head back on the floor. And then put a little arch in your lower back there and just hold that stretch. That's beautiful. Okay, just going to hold that for a little bit longer. Remember the foot on the floor, it's nice and straight. And feel that stretch and keep breathing. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Increase the stretch if you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. Okay, drop that back down. Now we're going to go back to the other leg again. This time, the leg is going to be straight. Okay, so now the leg is straight. You won't go so far. And the same in your lower back. You want to be able to keep that little curve in your lower back. And you're just going to gently pull the leg up towards your head, and the knee is straight. Okay? Now you'll find the tendency, the knee to bend. Okay? Making sure that you're pushing that really hard, so that way you can feel that stretch. Ooh, I can feel it just in the back of my knee. You might even feel it down to your calves. So just hold that stretch. Like I said, the arm is nice and straight, so that way you're not putting so much strain through your arms and through your shoulders and your biceps. And you can allow the hands to be able to just be the ones that are holding on, and that's all it is. And holding that stretch. Okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. Okay, let's swap back to the other leg. Alright. Same deal again. Lock the knee. Nice and straight. Pull that arm towards you. That's it. Good. Holding that. Okay? Nice and straight. Same deal with your lower back. Try to get that little curve in your lower back there. And then you're going to hold that. That's it. You can swap hands over. That way then one hand cannot do so much work. And like I said, the knee needs to be straight. So keep forcing that knee straight. I know sometimes mine wants to bend. So making sure that the leg is straight. Keep forcing it. Okay, breathe in. One more breathe in. Breathe out. Good. All right. So we can take the strap away now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have a stretchy hip flexors. Now what you'll do is you're going to place one leg forward, okay? And you're going to tuck that pelvis underneath. Now I might just swap this around this way just so that way you can see a better angle. All right, you'll do 3 steps. You'll tuck your pelvis, you push your hip forward, you raise up the hand that the leg is trailing, and then you just gently tilt it over to the opposite side that the leg is forward. Okay, and you should feel a nice little open up through your hips there, through your hip flexors. Now generally, if you've ever had any lower back pain, this is also muscles that get really tight too. So this is really important to be able to do this correctly. Remember the 3 steps. Tuck, push your hips forward, hand up and over to the side. Now this you can hold for a long time. Okay, these are really tight muscles. They're responsible to bring your knee up towards your chest, and they're explosive. So these generally can get tight. So I recommend, if you do feel the stretch, you can do the stretch for a long time. Okay, breathe in. Great, one more breathe in. Breathe out and release. Okay, let's swap to the other side. All right, other leg forward. Remember the 3 steps. Tuck, hips forward, raise up the arm towards the sky and tilt it to the other side. Now we're going to hold that stretch for a while, as long as the other side. Remember to keep tucking the pelvis, pushing your hips forward, and then you're raising this arm and tilting it over to the side. Okay. Now if you do feel a little bit stiff through your lower back, you might like to just straighten it up a little bit. Yet still keep tucking that pelvis and pushing your hips forward. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Very good. All right, and release. All right, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to do a quad stretch. Now you'll lie down on your side, support your head with your hand, and you're going to grab hold of your toe. Okay? Now what you'll do is you'll just gently pull that knee a little bit further back. You're bringing your heel to touch your bum. Okay? Same deal as the last stretch, is you want to tuck your pelvis just a little bit. Yeah, right? So when you do that, you can feel that stretch a little bit more down the front of the leg. Okay? Holding that stretch. Okay. Breathe into it. These muscles can get really tight as well. If you have any knee pain, this is an amazing stretch to do. Okay? So that way it releases all the muscles in your quads, in the front of the legs. So that way it takes the pressure off your knees. Okay, let's do 2 more breaths. One more. Good, and release. All right, let's swap to the other side. All right, grab hold of the toe. Okay, grab hold of the foot, and then pull that out the back. Tuck your pelvis underneath. Same deal again. Feel that stretch down the front of the leg. Now, if you do have tight hip flexors, generally the quads will be tight as well. So it's good to be able to do both of these together. Same deal again, tucking your pelvis underneath, pulling that leg out the back, and you'll feel that stretch a little bit more. Now there's also a muscle down the side of the leg called the IT band. Now that can also get really tight as well. So if you do find that your IT band is tight, then follow the next stretch with me. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. One more breath in, breathe out, and release. Good. All right, so the next one we're going to do, very similar to that hamstring stretch. You're going to put that around your foot again. You're lying down on your back. And what you're going to do is you're going to straighten the knee, very similar to that last hamstring, and then you'll just drop the leg over to the side, okay? And you bring it over the midline. So all you want to do is you just want to hold on to the strap. Okay, holding that and straighten the knee and feel that stretch down the side of that leg. Now these ones are super tight on me. So if they're tight on me, then you'll see my face doing like this. And that's what I feel like doing right now. If you feel like you can't handle this for too long, you can bring it back and then go back into it again. So all these little tricks you can do would just allow you to be able to get deeper into those stretches. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, breathe in, breathe out. And you can release. All right, swap to the other leg. Same deal again. The leg is nice and straight, and then you're just going to drop it over to the side. I like to take my hand out to the side just so that way I don't fall over. And pulling that nice and up, over. That's it, and then you just hold that. Feel that stretch just all the way down the side there. Sometimes I find this stretch really uncomfortable. So if you're finding it too uncomfortable, like I said, bring it back and then bring it back over again. And feel that stretch. Beautiful. Holding that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. All right. So let's take that strap away again. All right, now next one I'm going to do is we're going to have a stretchy groin. Okay? What you'll do is you'll just go long ways along the mat. You can see my toes are pointing out, and you can see my back is nice and flat. Okay? Now what you're going to do here is as you take your knees nice and wide, you're going to just gently push your bum back that way. Okay? And you're going to hold that stretch. Now be aware that if back starts to flatten out, you won't get as much stretch. So make sure you keep that curve in your lower back. Get a really good stretch in the groin. Gently push your bum back towards the wall. And you're going to hold this. And next thing we're going to do is go from here. And then you're going to go forward. You drop your hips down towards the floor there. Okay? And then you hold that. Now depending on which one you find tighter, that's the one you're going to spend more time on. Okay? So you can push back. Hold. Great, and then go forward. And breathe. Good. Push back. And go forward. Good. Push back. And breathe. Remember, when you're getting length, you want to breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, go forward. Good work. All right, folks. The next one we're going to do is your final stretch of the day. Okay, we're going to have a stretch here through your quads there. All right, what you'll do is you'll just gently keep your heel on the floor. All your foot is on the floor, and I'm just going to lean down onto my knee here. And you should start to feel a stretch in the back of the back of the calf there. Okay? Get my anatomy all confused. So you're going to be stretching that calf, holding that stretch there, leaning my weight onto the knee there, right? And making sure the heel stays on the floor. Just put your finger there. Is it off the floor or is it on the floor? Okay? Make sure it's on the floor. You're going to hold that. Now calves you can hold for a long time, okay? But for the sake of our stretches today, all we're going to be doing is holding this for around 30 to 45 seconds. And like I said, you just breathe out and bring it in deeper. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. All right, let's swap to the other side. Okay, same deal again. The foot right beside the knee, the heel on the floor, you lean down onto your chest, and then you just rock forward. And should start to feel the heel coming off the floor, but it doesn't come off the floor. It's not coming up like that. You want to keep it down and then just keep leaning on that knee there until you feel that stretch. It's like we're trying to get a really sharp angle in here, and we're just going to hold that. Same deal again. We're going to hold that for 30 to 45 seconds. But I like this stretch. This is one of the best stretches you can do. I do find with calves when they are really tight, is this can also play havoc with your lower back. So keeping your calves supple and mobile, really important for your posture and decreasing the pain. And breathe out, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. All right. So now we've completed our stretches from head to toe. Congratulations. Well done. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Sleep well.